instantly done with me, despite the fact that we confirmed we were going on a second date today.
Oh God, man. Yeah. The internet is wild, man.
The internet is really wild. You all, this lady came to our TikTok page, talk about our dates that she had, and this guy literally dumped her after the first date, and people were coming for her because she said in her video that she had sex with the guy on the first date, and people were like, why would you have sex with him on the first date? It's because you had sex with him on the first date, that is why it dumped you. But some people are like, him having sex with you on the first date doesn't mean he has to dump you. What is your own take? Are you in the lane of have sex on the first date, or you're in the lane of don't have sex on the first date? Let me roll this clip for you all to watch to the end, and I'll come back at the end of the clip.
Okay, I'm freaking out right now. I'm literally like shaking. I need someone who is in the same time zone as me, or just like at least is awake right now, to walk me through this, because I am absolutely freaking out because of my most dating. Oh my God, I can't even speak. I'm freaking out because of my date last night, and I think he blocked me on everything. So last night I went on a date. I'll post the video after this. I went on a date with this guy, and it was a really good date. It was a really good date. Like, we really hit it off. We went to 2 different bars. We had a great time. It was like really romantic. We had good chemistry. We had a lot of values in common. This guy was like very chill, like cool, calm and collected kind of energy. And like, he's very successful in his life. And like, again, we just like really hit it off. And I was very open with him about like my recent dating experiences that have been not so great. And we talked about just like a lot of different stuff. And I brought him back to my apartment at the end of the night. And when we were here, like, I was open and honest with him about the fact that I post about my dates on TikTok, right? And I know I've heard a variety of opinions about whether or not that's okay. And like, this experience is making me think that I should like stop dating altogether, or like stop posting about my dates on TikTok, or I don't know what, because we were sitting together and we were just looking through my TikTok, and it was fine. Like, I even told him, like, are you okay if I post about our date? Like, we talked about it all, and he was totally fine. And I even asked him, like, does it bother you that I've posted about other dates and stuff? And he said no. Like, he was so chill about all of it, right? But like, at this point, I feel like I can't trust anything any guy ever says. Like, literally, I can't. So, sorry, I'm sounding so erratic right now. I'm not making any sense probably, but we were like looking through my TikTok, and he was trying to open some of the dating ones, and I was like, don't open those in front of me. That's like awkward. And I was like, you can watch those on your own time. And so even like some of the videos that he was watching, like, he had good responses to and whatever. And we had a great evening together. I don't want to say too much because like I'm public on TikTok, but I think adults around can fill in the blanks of the kind of evening that we had. And it was great. And then we had a really nice goodbye, and he was telling me about how we were going to go on a date today, to go out to dinner at this like rooftop bar in Ashantashire. And we like definitely confirmed it. Like, when we said goodbye, he was like, are you definitely still down for dinner tomorrow? And I said, absolutely. Are you? And he's like, yeah, definitely. And even like, I said, text me when you get home. And he texted me when he got home, and we were texting a little bit about some like friend drama that's happening in his life. And so he was like texting me about that. And then I fell asleep at like 3 a.m. And then this morning I woke up, and then around like 10 or 11 a.m. I texted him good morning. And I noticed that my text didn't send. And I noticed that it just has on WhatsApp the one check, not the 2 that it was delivered. And I was like, that's weird. But at first I thought maybe his phone's dead or something. But then I noticed that his photo's not there. And the only experience I have where the photo's gone on WhatsApp means they blocked you. And so I was like, that's weird. And so then I went on Bumble to see if our match and our conversation was still there, and it's gone. And so he definitely unmatched me. And then I tried to text him, like regular text, and it delivered. But even if someone blocks you, it still delivers a text. And I tried calling him, and it just said line is busy. Yeah. And so, like, I'm freaking out right now. Like, freaking out. What am I doing wrong? Like, should I stop this? Like, really, like, I'm having an existential crisis right now. What am I doing wrong? What possibly could be on my TikTok that would prompt someone to just block me, no questions asked? Like, sincerely, I'm wondering, like, what is so bad on my TikTok that you would see and you would be just instantly done with me, despite the fact that we confirmed we were going on a second date today? Like, I can't handle this anymore. I can't handle this. Like, I need someone to talk me through this 'cause I'm freaking out.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? Choco Mara Davids, and I'm back again with another interesting video. She's freaking out. She just needs someone to talk to. Do you think she did anything wrong? Or probably it's just the guy? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I have a few stitches to share with you, interesting ones. So sit down, relax, and let's watch the stitches together, and I'll be back at the end of all the stitches. But then let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully.
Instantly done with me, despite the fact that we confirmed we were going on a second date today.
Oh God, man, shit. The internet is wild, man. But this is a teachable moment. Let me just break down that video for you quickly. So basically, she's a TikToker that does like, she posts videos of like going out on dates and shit like that on dates. So this one, she met a guy. They decided to go out. They met out. They went out. And then they went back to her place. They were reviewing her TikTok. She was showing them video of her TikTok. She was like, "Oh, are you okay for me to post our dates as well?" And eventually, they go a little diggy. They go a little diggy to cap up the night. And then, the guy left. And then now, you try to call him back and he's ghosting you. Because, you said that you guys are meant to go on another date. So basically, your biggest mistake is that you gave up the most important thing you can give up to anyone. You gave that man everything he might have wanted from you. Because your whole dating experience is public. You post everything is public. But then you gave this man one of the most important things you can give this person on the first date. Listen, I'm not trying to, this is not me saying that you shouldn't sleep with people. That's your business. Do that. But you gave this man that important thing, and then he dipped. He's like, yo, I got what I want and I want to dip. He don't owe you anything. That's where the delusion comes from, people. He doesn't owe you, or nobody owes you a second date. They don't. It's on you to carry yourself in a specific way. It's on you. You made a mistake by giving it up. You gave it up and the guy dipped. And now you're here going all crazy, like your front is shaking, you're going to distress. It's sad to see, but you walked yourself into the now you just gotta face the music. You gotta dance to that music. I'm sorry. This should be a teachable moment. A teachable moment. It's not everything that you put out there. And also, you don't just walk on the first night, on the first date. Especially if you don't know these people. You're literally around with strangers. And you're expecting strangers to be held to a higher level. Seriously? Seriously? They just dip if they want to dip. Teachable moment.
Really, like, I'm having an existential crisis right now. What am I doing wrong?
Stop dudes on a first date. I have absolutely no empathy for women who get on here and recant their like bad date stories or like date gone wrong or whatever stories, and like the common denominator in most of these stories is that they put out like, what are you doing wrong? Okay, you have no idea how men think or operate. You have no idea what men want. You have no idea what you're actually gonna have to do to land like a sustainable partnership. Like, screwing a guy on a first date, he owes you absolutely nothing. Like, have you ever heard of post-nut clarity? You gave him free nookie, He got what he wanted. He didn't want to feel like a bad dude. So like to your face, he was saying that he was going to see you again. When he got home, like kept it fucking going and then blocked you or ghosted because like that was it. He got what he needed. Didn't want to feel like a bad guy. Like, are you okay that I'm going to post this on? Oh yeah, I'm okay with it. Like they're going to say anything because they want to eat your cookies. And genuinely, if you're going to have an existential crisis because of anything a man does, like after you copulate, like stop doing it. You can't handle it. Like you're so bonded with him because you're a woman, and when you sleep with men, you release oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone, okay? Men don't release it, or that's like blocked because of their testosterone. They need more stressful situations, kind of ironically, in order to bond with us. And they release vasopressin. It's a whole thing, guys. Game yourselves up. Stop doing dumb amateur shit. You guys all have TikTok. Like, we're all on the same apps. You know how much knowledge is just on this app alone? Or just the internet in general? Like, read a fucking book. Stop fucking mad.
I'm freaking out right now. I'm literally like shaking.
Okay, if you haven't seen that video, you can go watch it, or I can just tell you what happens. Basically, that girl went on a date that she thought went really well. They go out for dinner, they have good banter. She brings him back to her house, where she reveals she talks about her dating life on her TikTok and asks him if he's okay with that, and he says yes. Then the two of them watch her TikToks together, and he seems into it and has good responses. Then they sleep together, and then he goes home, but before he goes, he says, want to grab dinner tomorrow? And she says, sure. When he gets home and he's texting her good night, thanks for a great night, blah, blah, blah. She wakes up the next morning and texts him good morning, and she realizes she's blocked on everything. All the comments on her video are girls going, why would you put out on the first date? He probably dipped because you put out on the first date. And I'm like, as someone who sleeps with everybody on the first date, including my fiance, I have so many opinions on this. Like this idea that if you just make men that don't like you enough wait to you, then they'll be in love with you by the time you. What? The only people that are perpetuating this idea that men will like you more if you wait to put out is men that care about body counts because they're insecure, and women that want to date men that care about body counts. Which leads me to suggest girls, stop dating guys that care about body counts. They're feeding you propaganda. You're drinking the Kool-Aid and then you're commenting it on this girl's video. I've slept with every single one of my long-term boyfriends on the first date, including my fiance, who is on his way home to the house we share because he didn't want to give me up after that. And every guy I have dated or honestly even been with has been like that. No one has ever said to me, oh, you f***ed me on the first date. Maybe my like abusive ex has said that to me, but I mean, he was an abusive ex. So yeah, that's not why he ghosted you. And it blows my mind that people think that's still a thing. It's only still a thing because some people care about that, and obviously don't date people that care about that if you on the first date. It's not more respectful. You respect yourself more if you, what? Based on what? Why? Run me through that. Stupid. Also, to say, oh, he blocked you because you slept with him and putting the blame on her. Sorry about that. What I was saying was to put the blame on her because he woke up in the morning and blocked her on everything because she slept with him, even though he also partook in that, is sexist. What really happened here is he probably just wasn't interested in her. He probably found her to be too needy. Maybe he didn't like that she put all her dates on the internet, and then he was too pussy to have a conversation about it, so he just slept with her and blocked her. And whether or not she waited, he probably would have just eventually ghosted her in the same way because he lacks integrity in that department. So to this girl who is now wondering if she should keep posting things on the internet about her dating life or if she should even still bother dating, yes! Hello, babe, this is the material that you're supposed to be posting. That video got 1.5 million views. Why are you crying? I'd say if you work on anything, it's don't be so rattled after one date. If you don't like the way you feel after putting out on the first date, I guess don't do it. But I don't think that has anything to do with why this guy is an asshole. Maybe he just wasn't that into you and didn't know how to shake you and is just a dick, and that's fine. On to the next, and please keep bringing us on this journey with you, sister. And don't stress, man. It's one date. Find another one. And sleep with him on the first date and then tell us about it. Tell me about it.
Okay, I'm freaking out right now.
Whether or not you slept with him on the first date, it doesn't matter. Okay. You posting dating content on TikTok doesn't matter. The fact that he blocked you, like, really doesn't matter. Like, none of these things are really the big issue here. And everybody, including the creator, are like focusing on what she did that's wrong, whether it's like the choices that she made or like she's thinking like what is wrong with her, and like that's why this guy blocked her and ghosted her, when none of those things are the real issue. So from experience, I just married a man that I thought I was having a one-night stand with years ago. A week after we met, I started posting dating content. And a year before we met, I would have been this girl, okay? I would have been the girl who was like, oh my God, what's wrong with me? Why is he ghosting me? Like, everything would have been about that. And if it wasn't for major changes that I made in my self-worth and getting into alignment with the things that are like really true to me, like I would not find myself in this position. Deciding like not to sleep with somebody right away is just a tool in your tool belt. Is it maybe a good idea for this creator and for most people? Yeah, I mean, it's a way to just like protect yourself if you know that you're going to become like obsessed with somebody, because a lot of the time, like hormonally, that's just what happens. Like, that's fine. That's just a tool, but that is not like the overall solution, right? The overall solution is working on your self-confidence and your self-worth so much that when somebody just like blocks you or ghosts you, you are grossed out by that person.
Yeah.
You're grossed out by that person. You're also, really in need of not becoming like so in love with somebody after a first date, and that comes with like regulating your emotions, again, working on your self-worth, working on your boundaries, whether or not she slept with him or not, like this same thing, like reaction would be happening, right? Yeah. It makes it worse that you slept together, but like you'd be having this same reaction. You would be absolutely freaking out if you just like hung out and had a wonderful date and then he blocked you and like you didn't hear from him the next day. You'd still be freaking out. So like sleeping with somebody is like too soon is like rarely the issue. When you get into alignment with who you really are, you build your confidence, your self-worth, like you know yourself so well, you cannot fuck it up. Doesn't matter like what you do in the beginning, sleep with somebody too soon, like you don't play the girl game or whatever, like it doesn't matter, you literally can't fuck it up. So those things are not the issue. I would say like the issue is like stop dating for a little bit and learn why you are getting so extremely attached so soon, and get yourself to a point where when somebody disrespects you, you're grossed out by it and you're not like immediately jumping to what's wrong with me. Sure. Oh, and lastly, when you get into that place, you're probably just going to stop attracting people who don't want the same thing as you. Like you probably will just stop attracting people who would like sleep with you and then not talk to you after. Like it's just not going to happen. Okay. And like I said, I'm talking from personal experience, and before anybody is like, oh, you slept with somebody when you first met them. Yeah, literally my relationship is the number one thing that I'm most confident about in my life. Like I know without a doubt that I chose the right person. I'm in the right relationship and we are absolutely like perfect for each other, the best match. It is the thing that I get the most compliments on in my life. So take it from me, like a former love addict, like going down the rabbit holes, like obsessed with somebody and like losing my mind, and then like it's all for no reason because you weren't right for each other in the first place. Like whatever. And also like have some compassion for this creator. Like I see some people coming at it in a way that's like so mean. Like, do you know what it's like to get so many comments and like put yourself out there and like this is so vulnerable? So like if you're watching this, like I hope that you're okay, because it's just like a lot. So hope that helps. Love you. Bye.
If you're still here, kindly put your thoughts, your comments, your opinion, your suggestion down in the comment section. All opinion are accepted in this channel, of course, if you put them down respectfully. That's an interesting video. So, is she right or wrong? Is it wrong sleeping with somebody on the first date? Is it bad? Is it good? For me, though, when it comes to these men, okay, even if you keep yourself till the 10th date, if they're going to dump you, they're going to dump you. In fact, even if you keep yourself till marriage, if they're going to show you who they are, they will show you who they are. I'm not saying go sleep with people on the first date. I'm saying do it because you want to. So when it happens or when they dump you, you know that you're not the problem. You know that they are the problem. Because if you think it's because you slept with him on the first day, that is why he left you, I'm saying, even if you don't sleep with him on the first day, if he still wants to leave you, it will leave you. That aside. So sleeping with people on the first day is a personal matter. Someone like me, if you ask me, I'll say no. I can't sleep with you on the first date because I don't even know you. Like, know you like that. So why should I? So I'm not saying, no shade to people that do it. It's personal opinion, but you're doing it for you. You are doing it because you want it, not because it deceived you and tell you, oh, I'm going to marry you, I love. No. It's because that is what you want. You were in the mood, and that's so. Don't feel bad and regret what you did because of what you want. I don't think you should do that. So that's the side. And when it comes to posting on social media, it is your work. You create content on TikTok and probably you're getting paid for it. So you've told him already what you do. He has no problem with it, as it was showing you like he has no problem with it. So I don't think it's because you're posting your relationship or your dates on TikTok on your page makes him to, ghost you like that. I don't think that should be the reason. And if that is the reason, then why didn't he tell you immediately and be like, okay, do you know what? Don't post our own dates on TikTok. Just let us make it private for now. At least let us see how it goes. But I don't think that is the reason for me. I just feel like the guy himself knows what he wanted. He saw you on Bumble, whatever dating app you guys met, and he decided to just hang out with her and, do with her and ghosted her. And I'm sure she's not the only one who's going to be doing that for. And I don't think she is a problem. But he tried to, make it look as if everything is fine. That's what men this is how men ghost you. They won't give you an hint. They won't make you suspicious at all. They will just be acting normal, then ghost you. He might see this video go viral now and unblock you and tell you, oh, probably I was going through a lot then, just because maybe he wants to sleep with you again. I don't know. But when someone wants to ghost you, especially men, they don't give you hints. They just do it. So sometimes they make you feel as if you are the one that is a problem. You're the one that did what is wrong. But then they are the one with the problem. So they gaslight you. They don't you're not confused. You're sad. Then they want you to start begging them and be like, whatever I've done, I'm sorry. But you didn't do anything. To me, I don't see anything wrong with what she did. She did what she had to do for herself, and unless she did it because she wanted to keep him, because there's some ladies that will feel like, oh, I want to sleep with a guy on the first day because I want to show him how good I am on the bed, and so I'm going to keep him. Then when he dump you after the first date, you're like, am I not that good? There's some women like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you really want it, or you just do it because you're going with the flow, no problem. Do you? But blaming yourself at the end of the day is really going to hurt you. My own opinion. I know I might be right or wrong in your own opinion. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Do you think she was one that made him to change? And for a guy watching this video, do you think that it was her behavior, she's sleeping with him on the first date, made him to dump her, or because he sees that she posts a relationship online? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you're a lady, will you sleep with somebody on the first date or not? I've answered the question already. Will you sleep with someone on the first date or not? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and kindly turn on the post notification bell so you can get notified when I upload another interesting video like this one. And I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.